Hello, everyone. Well, we are obviously talking about perimenopausal women. So today's topic is very sensitive in the sense that perimenopausal women go through all kind of sexual wellness issues. And that's what we are discussing today with Tiffany. Tiffany has over 20 years of working in sexual wellness, helping couples, as well as she's working on the pelvic floor sexual medicine. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So I want to start with what happens, as far as vagina is concerned, right? Let's put it this way, to women who are going through perimenopause.
One of the first things that women notice is that they're drier than normal and that sex becomes uncomfortable or painful. And that's because the hormones are changing in the body. I'm perimenopausal myself and have been going through perimenopause for about 14 years now. Hopefully I'm on the end of that. A lot of women also notice a drop in their libido as they approach menopause.
Okay, so we know that the vaginal lining is getting thin and there's vaginal dryness and there's a loss of libido. So and we know the hormones are going down. That's why it's happening. So what can women do, right? That's what we want to understand.
Well, lube is your friend, first of all, but it really matters about ingredients because many personal care products and personal lubricants that are on the market that are readily available contain toxic chemicals that can actually do more irritation to the body, as well as even create more dryness. So shopping with a reputable retailer and looking for a product that is paraben-free, glycerin-free, and free of any glycols and petrochemicals, because lubricant is so good. It makes everything in your sexual encounters better. And it will ease that pain. There are products I recommend like Sex Butter that helps to rebuild the vaginal lining. It helps to rehydrate the cell in the vaginal area, and it helps to stimulate so your body naturally produces more moisture. Plus, it helps to give a little extra so that you can get to orgasm faster.
So do you have a product that you can show right now? Do you have some? No,
I don't have any right with me, but it's called Sex Butter and you can get it on enticeme.com. Okay. The other lubricants that we really recommend are the Sliquid lubricants.
So what we want to do is we really want to understand the scientific part of these lubricants, in the sense like what kind of ingredients are in these lubricants, in these gels, and how does it help? So talk to us a little bit on the scientific part of it.
Okay, so most lubricants are made out of water. There's either water-based, silicone-based, or oil-based, or a combination of those. So water-based lubricants, a lot of them contain harmful chemicals like parabens, which are found in 99% of breast cancer tumors, propylene glycol, which is the active ingredient in antifreeze and is an alcohol derivative, and glycerin, which in a warm, moist environment can create bacteria and yeast growth. So those are the ingredients you want to avoid. At Entice Me, we sell Sliquid, which is vegan, gluten-free, made in the USA, and it was developed by a couple who the wife was allergic to everything on the market, and so they created their own product. And then you have silicone lubricants that are more of a glide. It's going to sit on the top of the cellular wall because it's larger molecule, so it's not absorbed into the body. And some people really like that, but a lot of people prefer a water-based because it is more natural. Silicone is also natural, but it's not going to absorb into your body. And then oil-based, we suggest ones that are all organic oils, that are not petrochemicals, that are not derived from petroleum, that are going to be absorbed into your body and hydrate the tissue for vaginal moisture on a daily basis, an oil-based lubricant is going, or moisturizer is going to be the best.
So what I'm hearing is the way we moisturize our face on a daily basis after we
Yes.
wash it, we should do the same down there, right?
Yes, and also just avoid using any soap down there also, because that can irritate your skin. And what happens with why women often say that they're having painful sex is they're actually getting micro tears upon insertion because the tissue is so delicate. And so really treating it through your whole, give it a facial, you can do yoni steaming, you can moisturize, you can hydrate, but not just on the outside, on the inside also.
So let's talk about yoni steaming and the inside part a little bit.
Okay. So yoni steaming is an ancient art and ritual of sitting on above a pot of herbs that hydrates the tissue. It helps to get the juices flowing. It helps to connect to your body. It's really a wonderful feeling, and it's just like steaming any part of your body. It's really healthy and brings blood flow and opens up the pores so that you're getting some really great moisture in there.
So what you talked about the herbs, what kind of herbs would one use for yoni steaming, and can they do it themselves at home?
They can do it at home. We sell a complete kit on Entice Me. It's a proprietary blend of herbs, usually some rose and lemongrass, some chamomile. But you want to be very specific and not just throw any herbs in there, because some can be irritating to the body.
All right. So what other things can women do to stimulate themselves as far as down there to help with the increase in libido, right? We talk about the dryness, but how about the increase in libido?
So I think it begins with us and our own touch. We go through every day touching ourselves. We do our makeup, we do our hair, we get ready, we shower, everything, but we forget to feel ourselves. And so a lot of times we can boost our own testosterone by just having more touch. Oxytocin, all the endorphins, those can be released in other ways. But just by starting to, when you take a shower, feel the water on your skin and take time to just smell the air and feel what it feels like and what temperature it is. And then when you're putting your body lotion on, after your shower or your bath, take an extra few minutes and appreciate your body and rub it in, and don't just wait to let's go, but to really take time and appreciate that every part of your body is there for you. And that helps, just that touch helps to increase oxytocin, which helps to create more boost in confidence and everything in your life.
All right. Okay, well, this is a quick 10-minute session that we bring on a daily basis. Anything else you like to add? I mean, specifically for women, we're talking about women, medically, we know that how important it is for them to be engaged in sexual activity and not stop it. We've talked about this earlier, but anything else that you want women to understand or know?
It starts with loving yourself. And so if you can self-pleasure, that is a great way to stimulate hormones and to stimulate lubrication. But, use your lube. And I'm happy to do a product consultation. Connect with me here on Facebook, and we can do a product consultation. It's no charge. And I'd love to discuss what lubricants or vaginal moisturizers and products are perfect for you.
I think that's what we will be in touch with you, because I think that's what women really need to understand, what is the right product, because that's what most of us are confused. We are not shopping like our groceries here, it's very different. And
Yes.
It needs a lot of education, which we have not talked about as a society all over the world for that matter. So,
Right.
so definitely, this is something that I wanted to bring. Not a taboo. This is something from a scientific point of view, that this is something that we need to pay attention to, which we don't pay attention to. And I don't even want to go into the scientific repercussions that happens, or from a condition, from the health point of view, if you do not take care of yourself, from a sexual wellness point of view, right?
Right. With orgasms bring tons of health benefits. I work with some doctors that prescribe orgasms to their menopausal and perimenopausal patients because it helps to reduce pain. It helps with sleep patterns. It reduces depression. So it really is very healthy. And I promise you that whatever you're going through, we're going through the same things. You're not alone in this. And so reach out and get some more information, because all women go through this, and you would think we would talk about it more in society, but right, it's still like so taboo to even talk about menopause or perimenopause, and we all go through it. So you're not going crazy. Everybody's going through the same thing, and we're here to help.
Thank you. That's why I want to talk about it, is exactly for the same reason that we don't talk about it. But thank you so much, Tiffany, and to everyone. We are talking about it every single day, and we are coming up with programs, so stay tuned and keep supporting us. Thank you for being with us.